voting with your wallet has not done enough. Oscars announced new inclusion requirements for Best Picture eligibility. This is by Clayton Davis at Variety. Oh my God. So, I want to give a shout out to the High Council, the chat, where your Fandom Menace historian was born. They were talking about this, and I decided to make a video on it. So, hail the High Council. The Diversity and Inclusion Initiative has been a heavy focus of the Oscars for the past few years, shown by the expansive membership initiative. And we see what has happened to Hollywood. We've seen the corruption of modern mythologies. We've seen terrible reboots, remakes, just identity politics all over the place. Garbage that no one wants. A toxic minority. A toxic minority of far-leftists. They want this. But normal people want nothing to do with this garbage. Everyone is equal across the board. Doesn't matter who you are. We don't need to be segregated into little groups. We don't need to be further divided by idiots, millionaires who just, love to set the population against one another so that they can continue being rich, collecting checks, and acting like they're better than the unwashed masses of the working class, aka everyone else. For the 94th and 95th Oscar ceremony scheduled for 2022 and 2023, a film will submit a confidential Academy Inclusion Standards form to be considered for Best Picture. So they're not happy. They're not happy destroying our modern myths. They're not happy just taking these different production companies, acquiring them, using them as platforms to espouse their far-left garbage. Now the award ceremonies themselves are going to set about preaching to all the production companies, to everyone making movies, that if you don't capitulate to identity politics, you will not be considered for an award. This is the route that they've gone, because they know better than you. They know better than you. Understand this. This is Hollywood, again, trying to force themselves, their ideology, into the head of the weak-minded and your children. To condition your children to think in the bigoted, terrible, segregationist views that they have. This needs to be fought. Voting with your wallet is not enough. If you need to make a channel, make a channel. If you need to make a podcast, make a podcast. You use whatever platform you have to stand up, and do not kneel to this garbage. This needs to be fought. Beginning in 2024, the 96 Oscars of films submitting for the Best Picture will need to meet an inclusion threshold by meeting 2 of 4 standards. Let's take a look at these standards. Oh my God. So, Standard A, on-screen representation, themes, and narratives. To achieve Standard A, a film must meet one of the following criteria. Lead or significant supporting actors. At least one of the lead actors or supporting actors is from an underrepresented racial or ethnic group, Asian, Hispanic. Here we go. See, you can see the list right there. Black, African American, and everything under the sun, right? So if you have a story that's centered in, let's say 6th century France, you will have a lead or significant supporting actor not be French. You have to be considered for Best Picture. What the shit is this? A2, general and ensemble cast. At least 30% of all actors in the secondary or minor roles are from at least two of the following underrepresented groups. Women. I mean, that's easy as shit, right? Racial or ethnic group, LGBTQ. What is that? Gay. Just say gay. I'm tired of the whole acronym. It's just gayness. To be honest with you, I am so sick of hearing this. I'm just so upset. First off, a lot of those fucking groups don't even belong together because they're not the same thing. That just people with cognitive or physical disabilities who are deaf or hard of hearing. Like what? You just stretching? They're just stretching for check boxes now. They're trying to segregate. They're trying to make sure they have as many check boxes as absolutely possible. A3, main storyline or subject matter. The main storyline, theme, or narrative of the film is centered on an underrepresented group. Wow, how far is that going to be took? Because I could bend that. Anybody could bend that. Oh, oh my God, look at this. This is just the stupidity. Standard B, creative leadership and project team. To achieve Standard B, the film must be one of the following criteria. B1, creative leadership and department heads. What? Oh, so now it needs, okay, so it's not just on screen, it's off screen. You need to have a check mark for everybody working on this. Talent don't matter. Creativity don't matter. Identity politics is all that matters. The oppression Olympics is all that matters. You are not the merit of your character. You are a check mark. Are we disgusted yet? Are we disgusted with Hollywood? Are we disgusted with the far left yet? What they want to do is to divide us. These are rich millionaires completely disconnected from the working class who just want to segregate us. That's all this is. That's all this is about. I'm done. I'm done paying all these fools. I'm done. At least one of the positions must belong to an underrepresented. Look, check marks. Everybody working on it, gotta be a check mark. Gotta be a check mark. Other key roles, at least 6 other crew or team technical positions. Everybody, okay, they're going to dictate to you. They're going to dictate to every production company. They're going to dictate to every film being made. And if you want to be in our group, if you want to be part of our club, then you have to succumb to identity politics. You've got to have different check marks. You've got to have different. You got to have this and this and this and this. I'm sick of these I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them, guys. Look. The wait is over. If you've been on the fence, the wait is over. All right? Whether you decide to be Fandom Menace or not, whether you carry the hashtag or not, doesn't matter. The wait is over. All right? This is more than just fighting for our modern myths. This is a culture war. This is a culture war by people who do not believe we're all human beings. They don't believe that. They believe that we are small check boxes. The content of our character, your merit, your morals, what you believe in does not matter. You are a checkbox. That is it. That is what you are. That is what you have been limited to under these people. This is their future. This is what they want for your country. No matter where you are, you have to fit an oppression box. You must be divided. You must be segregated. How long do you think it's going to be before they come after your checkbox for oppressing another checkbox? In their world, in their delusional worldview. Oh my God. It's a standard C, industry access and opportunities, paid apprenticeship, and so now they want to. You've got to bring people in. You've got to make sure to not only just hire a percentage of whatever in your production, in your team, and whoever's making your movie, but you've got to bring in people regardless of talent. You have to, dependent upon a person's gender, race, sexuality, you must meet a quota, regardless if your marking of those check boxes removes an opportunity from someone who may have the talent and the drive to do that position. Okay? Your hard work does not mean anything. Your drive, how much talent you have, how much energy you put in to what you do means nothing. It means nothing. You have to be a minority. You have to be a tranny. You gotta be a freaking checkmark. You gotta be a checkbox. Man, I'm so sick of this. I'm just so sick of this silliness. I'm just so sick of this silliness. It shouldn't matter. It should not matter. What should matter is the merit of your character. If you could do the job. If you could do it well. What matters is who you are on the inside. Are you a moral person? These checkboxes are superficial. They don't mean anything. They are meant to divide us. That is it. This is one of the most ridiculous. You gotta go check. You gotta go look at this for yourselves, man. Because guaranteed they're gonna fly this flag around like they're doing something virtuous, as they have been doing, as they double, triple, and quadruple down on their identity politics and their bullshit. Representation in marketing, publicity, and distribution. Oh, you've got to make sure that you let everybody know you have a token. You've got to let everybody know. You got to take your token that you've hired because they're a token and wave them around. Everyone get a boyega. Everybody get a boyega. We've got to wave the black man around. Look, everybody, we have a black man. Look, everyone. That's all it is. That's all this is. This should be offensive to everyone, especially if you're on this list. This should be offensive to you, because what this states is that you are not worth the merit of your character. You are only worth marking off a checkbox. Do not kneel to this shit. I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian, your Fandom Menace historian, born in the chats of the High Council, with my brothers and sisters fighting for our modern mythologies and against this groupthink, far-left, segregationist bullshit narrative. Wash your hands, wash your ass, be good to each other. Do not kneel. Peace.